So Black Friday just passed, and Home Depot did a month-long Black Friday sale. And out of all the Milwaukee power tools that were on sale, I believe this is the best set for a entry-level mechanic to get into battery-powered tools on the cheap. So this set they value at $608. It was on sale for $199, and it comes with, you got your screw gun, your drill, your screw gun, a sawzall, your electric ratchet, and a flashlight. And then you also get two 1.5 amp hour batteries, the charger, and a tool bag. Let's open this up, take a look at the tools, and dig into this a little further. Now that we got this out of the box, as you can see, we got our nice little Milwaukee carrying case. Unzipper this. Got our manuals. First tool we'll greet it with is our drill. Now, in a mechanic atmosphere, some guys will say, oh, you're never going to use a drill, but depending on what you're doing, if you work in like a bus garage or, any kind of commercial atmosphere, drill does come in handy. Most guys starting out, you're going to be drilling out rivets, making plates to pass DOT, all sorts of silly things like that. And when I first started working in a diesel shop, I used my drill all the time. I started out, I had a rigid set. It was like $75 at Home Depot, but variable speed, nice drill. Has your little battery indicator. It is not a fuel, but this will get the job done. Next, we got our little impact gun, 1/4-inch hex drive. This comes in handy more than you would think. Having an actual 1/4-inch or 3/8 impact is nice, but just starting out, you don't want to spend the money on that. You buy these little adapters, slide right in, and you could have a 1/4-inch, 3/8, or 1/2-inch mini impact gun. It does have the variable speed trigger, but it doesn't have any other settings besides that. Perfect for taking off plastic shields, any sort of smaller, easy access bolt or nut that you need to get to. As well, you got your battery indicator. That's what I like about the M12 stuff. Again, it's not a fuel. It's on the cheaper spectrum of Milwaukee, but for all this stuff for $200, you really can't complain. Now we have our ratchet. So this ratchet usually retails for about, I believe, like $139-ish, for the non-fuel M18. I remember when I first became a tech, this was the most wanted tool by every tech, because compared to the Snap-on one, it was dirt cheap. But this comes in really handy. This is, the kind of stubbier one, but it'll still get the job done for you. I believe this has like, 30 foot-pounds to take off a bolt. But again, figure if you were to buy it individually tool only for $139 for an extra $60, you get 2 batteries, a charger, and all these other tools. But I do like this. This is probably the main reason why I bought this set, because I do have, if I could get it out, I do have this cheaper Husky ratchet. It does work good, but the problem is when it dies, you have to plug it in. You can't use it while it's charging because it's a sealed battery, but it gets the job done. This is a good tool. Just, I wanted to upgrade, some of my shop tools, and there's a lot more options for the M12 stuff than the rigid stuff that I currently have. And all my Makita stuff kind of stays for household projects. So back to this Milwaukee set. Now we got our Sawzall. You know, it is small, but it will get the job done for you. If you got to cut anything, you know, random lines, brackets, you know, something that you got to cut off, this will do the job for you. You know, the larger ones are nicer, but for somebody starting out, this is nice. We got our M12 rapid charger. Two 1.5 amp hour batteries. And then this, one of the most useful tools in any sort of automotive atmosphere, a flashlight. You'll find yourself needing this all the time. It's got LED. It's a nice flashlight. You know, it does feel a little bit on the chintzier side, but it'll get the job done for you. Now that we got these all unboxed, let's take a look at a comparison between the Ridgid set that I currently have versus the Milwaukee. You know, as you can see, they're about the same size. You know, nothing really too different. But, you know, these guns, don't get me wrong, they've treated me very well. But, again, Ridgid doesn't really have the amount of tools in their 12-volt lineup that Milwaukee has. So, that's why I decided to switch over. You know, get some other tools. But, again, these Ridgid guns do work great. Never had a problem with them. And they have a lifetime warranty, surprisingly, which I've never had to use, but good to know. If you guys like this video, I know it was short. I'll also have a video coming out soon on all the other Black Friday deals that I've bought for the garage. I'll do a video on unboxing those and just a general short video on showing everything. But if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys would like to see. You know, if you like the tool review stuff, if you want to see any work done in the garage. I got a project truck behind the camera right now that I've been working on. Could take a couple videos of that. Toolbox tours, anything like that, tutorials. Just let me know. I'd love to make them. I also quickly wanted to just explain why I believe that this is the best starting battery tool set for a new mechanic. Mainly because even though a lot of shops, you know, they have air, but anymore, air ratchets are kind of a thing of the past. Air saws are kind of a thing of the past. You know, to buy an air drill and a smaller air impact, it's not really worth it. This is nice because you get a carrying case. If you don't have tools at home and you have a project that you need to work on at your house, you could throw all these tools in the provided bag that they give you with your charger, take it home for the weekend, work on your project, and then you have everything organized back in the bag to bring back to work. The reason why, you know, they also had a deal where there was a 1/2-inch impact. It wasn't a fuel. It was, you know, only like a 600 foot-pound impact. And it came with this ratchet with the battery for $200. That's also a good set, but you only get two tools. You get a 18-volt battery and a 12-volt battery and the dual charger for the same price as this. And in most shops, I don't know about where you guys live or work, but a lot of the shops that I worked in starting out, they provided an air impact. They all had airlines and big compressors. It wasn't really worth it at that point in time for me to buy an impact. Now I have the M18 fuel, which I absolutely love. It's great, but that's because in my home garage, I don't have a big air compressor. I have a 2.5 horsepower, 25-gallon compressor, and it runs out of air way too quick. It's just a cheap Harbor Freight one. But with this kit, you know, as we went over, all these tools for $200, and they, you know, they claim it's a $608 value. If you were to price all these out individually, you know, usually for $100 you can get this and a battery or two batteries and a charger. Sometimes they'll throw in a free tool if you buy the starter kit, you know. So you could either get the flashlight, the Sawzall. This they usually don't include in most freebie deals, but, you know, for the price, can't really beat it. Milwaukee has nice stuff, and there's a lot of options. You get angle grinders, grease guns, you know, if you're doing a lot of oil change stuff and you're greasing front ends on trucks, or, you know, working in a diesel shop, you got to use a grease gun all the time. They have an M12 grease gun. There's just endless, you know, options for you to buy. So again, thank you guys for watching.